Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how David the Devil Zaslav, talking about scrapping Batgirl the movie, took courage. Really? It took courage? Nah, dude. It was the most cowardly move you could have made. He said, you have to pick what's gonna win and what's not. And he didn't think Batgirl was gonna win. And so he said, it was a tough decision and it was painful and everything. But he had to scrap it for his little tax write-off. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, man, don't act like a little punk ass bitch. First things first. If you've ever watched my channel and ever heard me talk about the Batgirl movie, you know I'm pretty furious that that movie got scrapped. I am a huge Batgirl fan, and I ain't talked about this subject in a good couple of months. I blame him. I blame Ezra Miller, because Ezra Miller's shenanigans is what got Batgirl pushed back, and they had to rework a whole bunch of crap. And so, but I mostly blame Zaslav and everything, because the man literally doesn't know what he's doing. And so, he just will not shut up. Recently, he's scrapping every Looney Tunes content from HBO Max. It's reported it's supposed to disappear by either November 30th or December 30th. I can't remember because I'm not at my computer right now. Supposedly, this is just a mistake and they're gonna restore everything. Will they, won't they? I have no idea. But he's still pissed over that Wile E. Coyote movie and stuff. And so he's taking it out on Looney Tunes in general. But back to Batgirl. He talking about it took courage. And it was so painful for him to scrap this movie because, what's gonna win and what's not. Okay, I've said this before. If there were problems with the script, which when you hear about it, there was some slight problems here and there, you fix it. That is what you do for a movie. You have your test audience, you do your reshoots, you do what you gotta do. This had the same test score as Black Adam. And speaking of Black Adam, if it was so painful for him to scrap Batgirl, if it took courage to scrap Batgirl, then why in the freak nuts did Black Adam get to see theaters and Batgirl didn't? Why did Shazam 2? Why did The Flash? That's the most bonkers things I ever heard when it came to the Flash movie. And now the Aquaman movie, which we don't know how that's going to be, so let's just leave that out of the equation. But Black Adam, Shazam 2, and The Flash were all huge box office bombs. They were a misfire. Alright, I saw Shazam 2. It was an atrocious movie. It was just terrible, in my opinion. Black Adam had his moments, but The Rock ruined that entire movie with his ego, his acting, and him trying to take over the WB. Now, as for The Flash, I still have not watched that yet. I have HBO Max, but I have not watched The Flash yet. I'm a little scared because I've seen clips and I am not happy about those clips whatsoever. I don't like the clip I saw of Michael Keaton's Batman acting silly. That's a big no-no for me. I don't like the terrible CGI. I don't like Ezra Miller, period. But I am going to watch it. But needless to say, the movie bombed. And not only did it bomb, but they spent so much money on Black Adam because he thought, that's $1 billion movie. You didn't even crack it, dude. You didn't even crack it. Then you have Peter Safran's little buddy, Zach Levi, with Shazam 2, and there was controversy going into that movie with Zachary's comments, and then the movie just bombed overall because it was a terrible movie, plain and simple as that. But then you have The Flash, which Ezra Miller went on a one-person crusade to terrorize all of Hawaii for over a month. They were arrested. They had to pay fines. Just think about it. Why didn't nobody press charges? If you get assaulted with a chair over your head, you're gonna press charges. Oh, but that person didn't. If somebody breaks into your home and steal your liquor and you're already a millionaire, you press charges. If you decide to have a truffle, which is like a threesome with like a married couple and live with them and everything, and you assault the wife, people press charges, but yet nobody never did. And that's because the WB shoved out money to keep these people's mouths shut. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why else wouldn't you press charges? Especially the people who are poor. They could have made bank and everything. And so he went with those 3 movies thinking they was gonna be huge, and they all flopped. Why did he scrap Batgirl? It's pretty obvious. She's a girl. She's a girl. They are big, huge men with muscle. Well, except for Ezra Miller, but they're big, huge men. And he decided, oh, they're gonna love the men movie, but they ain't gonna love the little girl movie and everything. Like, and it's just kind of like that's what he saw. You know what I'm saying? He saw a girl movie with a very diverse cast, a very diverse, because she's biracial in this movie. There's also like a gay character in this movie and some other stuff, and he saw that like, nah, ain't nobody gonna like that. It's Batgirl. But then you have all the 3 other movies. You have Ezra Miller, who's part of the LGBT community. You have The Rock, who's part of the diverse race community, and then you have Shazam, which has everything in it. But because they have big, huge name superheroes in it and they're men, he decided to go with them. Because even though those movies had diversity in it, people was not complaining. But when it came to Batgirl, and you know how the anti-woke mob is, they have to attack it because it's a girl, and they have to attack it for whoever LGBT in it, and they have to attack who's ever a different race than theirs is in it. But they love The Rock, so they ain't gonna care about The Rock. And as for Ezra Miller, well, they just not thinking about Ezra Miller, and they just thinking about Michael Keaton being in there and all this other crap. And when it comes to like Shazam, oh, they love their Zachary Levi because he's on their page with all that like anti-vax crap and stuff, and all that toxicity and crap like that. So, you know, he was never going to scrap those movies and stuff. And he was never going to scrap Shazam because he put Peter Safran in charge of WB along with James Gunn. And Peter and Zach are friends. They go on vacations together. Peter Safran produces the Shazam movies. He wasn't going to scrap that. So don't give me this bull crap of, oh, it took courage and everything. Nah, it's like, what are you? Courage the cowardly dog? That's what you are, dude. You scrapped the girl movie. Plain and simple as that. And I don't know what the world he has it against Looney Tunes for, but he keeps trying to like scrap all that stuff. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.